Hey guys, so today I'm bringing you a video and an update on the Buick and some major news. So this car unexpectedly is going to be ran in 2 weeks from today. That's right, 2 weeks from today, Derby Day. Unexpectedly, it came up last minute. Never expected it to happen because it was already sold out, but spots became available and I was able to get in. So at the end of the month, this car is going to go to a Demolition Derby and be super underbuilt. The show it's going to, I'm going to spoil it right off the bat here pretty much, is Mini Meltdown. You guys may be familiar if you watch any other YouTubers, or well, specifically one named Zach from Zach's Workshop. Go ahead and check him out if you don't know him. He's on YouTube. He went to Mini Meltdown last year and wanted to go this year, but sadly cannot because of the Rona. So sucks for him, but this year I'm gonna give my go at it with a Regal. I'm going to be obviously a little bit on the, I guess, weaker side of life against the Camry, I guess, is the way to put it. This car is not going to be a Camry, that's for sure. I would like to bring a Camry, but, you know, I got to bring what I got. And this car doesn't stand a chance to Camrys, guys. I really do believe that Camrys are better than Luminas, but for a stock show and, you know, when there's no Camrys in the ring, these cars are just as good. So anyway, what's that? That right there is a GoPro Hero 7 black. Go back to 2016 when I did the same thing with the other GoPro, but this GoPro is 4 generations newer than my current GoPro. So we're going to be getting some nice in-car footage for this Demolition Derby. Hopefully if everything works out, we're going to get some good in-car footage. And oh my god, I got to get working on this thing. Oh my god. I mean, I'm sure people are in worse shape than I am right now, but I got a lot of work to do in order to make this car even somewhat competitive. Am I going to modify the suspension? Nope. Am I going to leave the tires that are on it? Yep. Am I going to put a relatively stock bumper? Yep. Am I going to be super underbuilt? Yep. I mean, this thing's going to be super underbuilt. I mean, I'm allowed a huge piece of square tubing or whatever, like big bumpers. Guess what I'm putting on it? That one. I may change this bumper a little bit. I may add some reinforcements to it, but that's what I'm bringing. And well, that one's gonna get smashed quickly. I will lose the radiator probably within the first minute or two, I'm gonna predict. The back end will be gone pretty much. I have a feeling a Camry spray just gonna go whee and smash it up to here probably. I don't know, this thing's gonna get absolutely wrecked, I predict, but I don't know. You never know about Demolition Derby. Who knows, this car could win, you know, depending on how I drive. You never know about a Demolition Derby. So got to take the back seat out. That's just sitting right there for now. There's a bunch of wiring I get loomed up here and all together and stuff, so don't worry about that. Battery box I still got to get in here, a modified battery box, because the battery I got for the battery box is now too big for the current battery box that I just took out of here. Yeah, it's still starting off the key, guys, and that is going to be pretty rare at this Demolition Derby. It's going to be more built than what you guys saw for Brookfield. So, whatever. You know, this point, it's a little late to be really building a big car and, you know, really nice car. If it was a Camry, I'd probably go all out on it, but it's not really worth it because it's just a rusty Regal. So what are you gonna do? I did do a little bit of work inside here. I cleaned up some of the wiring. It's not that much further cleaned up, but I'm probably just gonna leave it exactly like that because I really think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna plasma cut this, leave the rest of this bracket just cut right here, because that right there was actually supporting the frame pretty nicely actually. So I'm gonna be cutting most of that just so it doesn't get in my transmission here. Got a finished limp mode. I think I went over this in a couple videos ago, like all the stuff I needed to do. So there's still more cleaning up to do for sure. I want to change these gas lines. These gas lines, they're leaking, they're old, I don't trust them. You know, I'd love to keep it, but I really don't trust it. Like I said, this one's already leaking, and I just don't want to mess with this. I don't even think that's gas line. I think it's actually not even meant for fuel injection, which I'm surprised it's lasted this long. It may leave this line, but I think I'm gonna change it from here, possibly, and just go up to the motor with the new line. And the return line, I'm also gonna change from metal to the rubber lines, because I'd rather have rubber lines, even though that seems kind of stupid. But the metal lines can't move as much as the rubber lines do, and you stretch metal line pretty far, it may get a kink in it. It may pull out of the rubber line connection, and that would be very bad, especially if it was in my compartment there, in the driver's compartment. So I'm just going to be changing up these gas lines, going to be putting a roof sign on it because I have to have my number on the roof. So I ought to just put a roof sign on it. I'm going to be painting over this, put 02 on it. I can actually run my own number, which is very good. I really prefer running my own number instead of a, like, you know, a 78, like the random 78. So stay tuned, guys. Lots of updates coming for you guys, lots of content. Hopefully we will be recording my heat. I am allowed 3 essential pit crew, and I am going to bring my brother, and hopefully he records decent enough for my heat. It'll be a car heat of about 20. I think I ended up in heat 2 on Sunday, August 30th. And so stay tuned, guys. Derby's going to be coming right up here before we know it. And hopefully this car is, I mean, it's going to make it. There's no doubt about that. I will assure you it will make it, unlike every other time I said it's going to make it, pretty much. So it's going to make it, not to worry. It's basically already built. Like, I could leave it the way it is, but in order to make it any kind of competitive, I want to make some serious changes. I might be changing tires a little bit. That might happen. I don't know. Most of it's optional stuff, kind of. Whatever. Anyway, you could tell I'm really, really kind of stressed about this, because I'm like, holy crap, this is happening, and I gotta get building. So, see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates on this car. Bye-bye, everybody.